Welcome to another episode of It's Debatable NBA Edition. I'm your host, Justin Jones, here with co-host Fabe. Seb is not here because I fired him. I was tired of that nigga, bro. He don't show up on time. He don't take his take seriously. I'm done with that nigga.
Yeah, his takes are whack.
You see what happened with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp, y'all? That's what happened with us, nigga. He disrespected me on set. Fuck out of here. No, but shout out to Seb. He's handling some grown man business right now. He will be back, but Fabian has stepped in to save the show, give y'all a good show. Like I said, you're talking NBA. Shout out to the New York Knicks. We're just gonna start it off right there. Now it is known that I am not a Knicks fan, but I give credit where it's due. They have been, they started off the season a little bit rocky, right? And then, they found their stride. These things tend to happen with the new coach, new system, trying to figure everything out. A couple of new pieces really towards their bench, right? Trying to figure out who could play, who can't, who could play in the fourth quarter, who could start the second half, all that good shit, right? So now they step into this NBA Cup tournament, which I feel has been a positive for the NBA, right? I feel like when it first started in the NBA, just like anything in life, when something is new, people's gonna question it. Some people think it's gonna be good, some people think it's gonna be bad, but we don't know until it plays out. And I feel ever since the first champion was crowned, I feel like now everybody else, or at least the real competitors, was like, man, we're better than them, right? Or I'm better than him. I feel I should be in the cup, or we should be, right? And I feel like teams actually do take it serious. But the Knicks, they beat Orlando, right, to advance to the NBA Cup Finals, and they went up against the San Antonio Spurs, who defeated the Oklahoma City Thunder, handing them their second loss of the season. They meet the Knicks in the finals. Wemby versus Jalen Brunson. Fabe, just what's your post game feel when you heard the final buzzer? Just what was your reaction?
Well, just the whole in season tournament thing as a whole, I think it's been just a positive for the NBA. You see guys before it, they weren't really taking the beginning of the year serious. You know what I mean? Like there was nothing really to play for besides wins and losses, which is major. But when you look at the grand scheme of things, you want it to still be entertaining because you're welcoming back the NBA from the off season. So the in season provided a lot of like playoff intensity, playoff feel to the beginning of the season, which is a positive thing. You know what I mean? Teams is playing harder. Not everybody's playing incentive based, but they just really want to win. You know what I mean? Like if there's something that you could get in the moment to win, like I feel like that should be taken serious. And the Knicks did that. Um, San Antonio as well. I feel they played gritty. I don't know if you guys touched upon it on the previous episode, but the way they came into it too, they were like, "We're here now." You know what I mean? Like they're one of the teams that we were questioning if they could uh, crack the playoffs, and they're actually playing as a contender. And you've seen that when they matched up against OKC. But heading into the Knicks in that finals, I feel like they played their brand of basketball. You had major contribution from your bench, something that you don't really see from the Knicks uh, in history. You know what I mean? With
Right.
Thibodeau used to running the offense, and now you got Mike Brown over there. So a lot of change, positive change, and that helped them come through with the dub. It just got fucked up, the Josh Hart incident. He out here putting his hands where they don't need to be, bro. Like, bro, you're
Apparently his finger where it's not supposed to be.
yeah, bro.
I think he pulled a page out of Diddy's book. I don't know if you recently watched the Diddy documentary on Netflix, but you was caught in 4K, Mr. Hart, and we're waiting for you to tell your side of the story. I know y'all got a platform. I need to
Yeah,
hear what was going through your mind.
that conversation is gonna be that's gonna be a crazy conversation, bro. Like, how do you even bring that up?
Say it again.
How do you even bring that topic up? Like,
Nah, I mean, all right. All right. So th- the thing is that sometimes guys, and not all guys, but like for the real core fans of this, everyone knows. I'm not trying to bring up past things or bring down anyone, but we all know Yasir. And there was times in high school to
yeah,
where he might have did things that just in reality was a little gay. Not saying that he was really like, I don't want this to come out the wrong way, but
I get it, bro.
like he would just do things sometimes that it was a little weird. But the ones who know, yes, I fuck with you. I don't mean no disrespect. You on platform before, we got me back on, but you know what I'm talking about. And it's not that he was gay or anything like that, right? But just trying to be funny. Now here's the thing, though. I I don't get the joke, but now I don't get it. But maybe they get it. Maybe that's
It's
something
not
they do. Like I don't know. I'm not Josh Hart or Jalen Brunson, but questions have to be asked and answers need to be
yeah,
said. And
bro, mid celebration, bro. Like, like nigga, you're raising the trophy and like, come on, bro. That's
yeah,
just that's unnecessary.
I-
You can't even explain that one, bro.
no yeet.
Yeah,
I don't know,
the
but
Knicks finally won something. You know what I mean? In our lifetimes, our parents' lifetimes. You know what I mean? Visually seeing them win something, it's a stepping stone for New York.
right.
Ultimately, though, the goal is the big one. For all you Knicks fans out there, I don't know if you guys like, overly celebrated the real
They did.
the real championship comes in June. So with the Eastern Conference that's quote unquote open at the moment, you know, take advantage of that.
All right, but you watching them, go through this tournament, right? Win it all. Jalen Brunson winning that, Cup MVP. Carl Anthony Towns doing his thing, right? I feel everyone's really getting their roles certified. And shout out to what's his name, Tyler Kolek, or is that his name?
Yeah.
Right, shout out to him. He had a big game, right? That's gonna give him confidence just moving forward. Also shout out to the Jordan Clarksons of the world, and just people coming off that bench who has been contributing for Knicks this season. But them winning this now, like I don't know who do you have right coming out of the East, but did them winning this now make you a believer that they are the favorites to come out the East this season?
Out the East, yeah, I would have to. I could see them coming out the East realistically. I think they have the key components. Um, OG Ananobi, I feel is their real X factor. Like if he's on, it just makes their offense easier. He plays both sides of the ball. He can protect the rim. Like he's one of the guys that you need, along with obviously Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns. But he's that guy. I feel like he has to be their third option in a sense to make them serious enough to get out the Eastern Conference. He also has that experience of being in the finals and winning that championship with Toronto. So he has
Right.
to be that guy. But in the East, yeah, I don't really see a team that's physically gonna, put that pressure on them.
So no Detroit.
They matched up with Detroit.
Okay, but you think that goes six? You think that goes seven? They beat them clearly, like 'cause they did win this tournament, but overall, just thus far, the Pistons have been the best team in the East.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's obviously gonna be a an intense series, same as last year, but it
Hold on,
probably
hold on, my fault. Live right now, Hawks playing the Charlotte Hornets. I just read that LaMelo Ball has about seven threes in the first half.
wow,
So everybody tune into that matchup. My fault, fair.
wow. 50 piece on the way. Yo, that commentator probably going crazy right now.
Oh yeah, my boy. Hum diddly dee. Another one. What do you got?
But yeah, but reverting back to the Knicks and the Pistons, they're definitely the two teams who do you'd have to go through them in the East, in my opinion. I don't think Cleveland is one of those teams that people look at and they're like, we have to get through them. Um, I'm a Celtics fan, and although I would like to believe that we could match up with them, we can, but at this moment right now where you don't have all your firepower, even though you do have a guy like Tatum who said he's coming back, what's that gonna look like, especially with a guy like Jalen Brown who's taking over that first option role for the moment. You don't know how that's gonna pan out. So those two teams who are set in players knowing their roles and how they play and how they want to impose their physicality on the league in terms of from the Eastern Conference setting, they're definitely the two main teams. But I feel like the Knicks just had that slight edge over them that would lead them out.
Right. Okay. I get where you're coming from. But let's talk a little bit about the other team that did end up losing, right? You have the San Antonio Spurs, who I said it. I said at the beginning of this season, and I'm sticking with all my picks and all my predictions. I ain't switching. I don't care what happened. Right? I said that the San Antonio Spurs will be going to the Western Conference Final. Right, I believe that much in Wimbenyama, and I love all the young pieces on that team, the vets that they added to the Harrison. Well, they've been had Harrison Barnes, but the Luke Cornett of the world, right? I
Mhm.
love the development of Dylan Harper so far. Stephen Castle in the second year has also looked great, and I'd even mention Darren Fox, who's been in the league for a little while now, but can give you 20 and 6 on any given night, right? I feel like they are also the biggest threat to Oklahoma City, right? But they came out hot. I don't want to say too hot, but they had the lead going into halftime, right? It took a great third quarter from New York to actually win this matchup. How do you feel about San Antonio? And if you do think, what are they missing?
The future is super bright over there. You talk about rebuilds and how you really want to construct your team. They like hit it on the nail. Them, OKC, Houston. Uh, we're in the age where right now it's the rebuild is really working. Oh, even Philly. I didn't even mention Philly, but Philly got some young guns over there as well. Um, but they're just on. I feel like as a young core, they're just on a that OKC level when remember when they made that adjustment from they were in the in season tournament, they lost to the Timberwolves. They were 10 seed at the point. Then they made that jump the next year to get to the first seed. You know what I mean? Like they're in that phase right now where they're probably gonna figure things out. They're gonna make the playoffs, but they're like trying to figure things out and who's gonna be their like, their go-to guys. But
Right,
right now, they're just I like him, man. Like, what are you gonna do with Wemby on the basketball court when he takes it down and then he hits you with like a size up and then pulls a fucking three and you foul the nigga? Or when you got, Stephon Castle coming down the lane, he's a big guard, you know what I mean? Like two-hand finish every time. Or Devin Vassell, he's knocking down shots when they need it. You know what I mean? Like they have the pieces all around right now. I think it's just about just more development, more experience. You know what I mean? And they're probably going to be neck and neck with OKC when it comes down to it. So I definitely like the direction they're trending in right now.
right. Once again, like I just said, I'm a big fan of them. I think they're going in the right direction, like you just said. My only thing is that I need Wimby just to be a bit more aggressive. Right, we're talking about a dude who is 7'6", the tallest dude in the NBA. No one could physically guard him. But there's times to where I'm looking up at the box score and we're entering the third quarter, and he only has 10 points. Right, I think that's a problem because there's literally no one that can guard him. Now, shout out to Gil's Arena. I watch them a lot, and they teach me a lot about the game. Things I didn't even notice, right? And if you really watch Wimby, he tries to. You kind of said it. He plays like a guard, right? When it's like we need you to kind of play more that big man role. We're post up, man. I've been training all damn summer. You was up in the Himalayas with all the monks and shit. Right, and then you was training with Kevin Garnett, Hakeem Olajuwon, this dude, that dude, Tim Duncan, right? I'm pretty sure they showed you post moves, bro. I need to see you get down there, muck it up, and get easy baskets, bro. It's literally throw it up, right, and just put it in the basket. But all this dribble on the perimeter, I don't want to see a 7'6" James Harden. I'm good, bro. But I just don't need that. Like, because I feel like you have an opportunity to where, first of all, people that size don't last in the NBA that long.
You can already see
Right.
it now. His body is like he had that calf strain took him out for a month. Uh,
Right.
Working on his way back from that.
And you talk about the Yao Mings of the world, right? The Manute Balls of the world, right? People were just really, really tall, and even in Yao Ming's case, it was a little bit different, more heavy set, a lot more wear and tear on the knees. But it's like just being that tall, people's gonna be banging down there, and your body just ain't gonna hold up forever, right? Chill out, Faye. So he needs to just really lock in and try to get more easy baskets, right? And I definitely think that also comes with that point guard play, right? Just trying to set up him for like I said, just those easy baskets, right? When Chris Paul was on this team, I definitely loved it because he made the game easier for Wimby, right? So I think they'll definitely figure it out. They also have a I don't want to say new because what he's been here for like a year and a half now, whatever it's been, but no Popovich. So a different type of coach, right?
Yeah,
Definitely think he has so much talent. You always got to figure it out. But I just want to see him be a little bit more aggressive. But shout out to the Spurs. Shout out to the Knicks. It was a great game. Knicks end up winning NBA Cup. Shout out to them. Jalen Brunson, keep doing your thing.
yeah.
But I want to move on to another topic that has been interesting, and we also got some more developments on the story, right? We all heard the news when Chris Paul, right, was sent home, right? The boss came, put the hand on the shoulder. Yeah, yeah, you can go clock out, son. Right, you feel me? They did not want him on the team anymore. But then reports came out from a Ramona Shelburne, who also does a great job over there for ESPN and the NBA. That sort of like the Jimmy Butler story that we heard before, right? In the practices, and he's running with the backups, but they're beating the starters' ass, and he's just overly competitive. And also another thing that she sent in the article, he threw a Halloween party, and only two people showed up on the team.
That's valid.
So that's kind of crazy to me, because it's like you're on trial of a team. That's how you build team.
Camaraderie, bro, chemistry, all
Right.
the
Chemistry. So the Clippers are just a disaster organization. They've been like that for a long time. So I'm not surprised things like this are happening. But how do you feel about just the situation?
like I'm not even a guy who like fucks with Chris Paul, you know what I mean? I respect him basketball wise, like what he brings to the game, but like, even seeing like that shit go down, that's like the utmost disrespect because he already announced that he was retiring. Like, you know what I mean? Like he said, like this is my last season, and
No,
y'all,
they said this is your last day.
yeah,
You, you can go.
no farewell tours, bro. It ain't going down like that. Kobe the first. Braun probably the other person who would get that tour. I don't know who else gonna get that tour though, because
I
it's
think
clear.
it's Stephen Curry.
Probably stuff too. Yeah, it's clear though. Like certain guys just don't get that love. You know what I mean? But if you're heading into that situation, you know what I mean? Like, even if you're like overly competitive, I'm not saying change who you are, but you really have to adapt to your environment. You know what I mean? Those are grown men that you're talking to. Like, they're not trying to hear all that, yo, we gotta work harder, yo, we gotta do this.
Oh, here, can I ring the sensitive
Nah,
bell? Ding, 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 ding. What are we doing, man? You just said they grown men. We're competitors. We're playing on the highest level of basketball right now. This ain't college. This ain't high school. This ain't the PUE leagues. All right. This is none of that. All
it's
right.
not.
These are grown men. So if I see that y'all ain't working hard enough, I'm gonna say something. What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm totally for it, playing competitive, playing giving it 110%. But these niggas make millions of dollars, bro. You think a nigga
We're
who's
talking about money, bro. What is money? What are we talking about right
not
now?
everybody okay, is everybody in the NBA playing basketball for the same reasons?
I don't know. I wouldn't know that.
Well, vision from a visual standpoint, what I see, there's obviously different tiers. There's people who in the NBA, you see they want to get better, you see they're competitive, you see like if they're losing, shit fucks them up. There's people in the NBA who are fine. I'm not gonna say they're fine with losing, but they have that sort of stigma to who they are. Like it comes with like who they are. So you gotta balance that out, bro. You have to know your environment. The Clippers aren't a winning organization. When have they ever been a winning organization? They just made it to a Western Conference Finals with PG 2021. That was the first time in franchise history, bro. You think Chris Paul who's in year 21 is gonna come in there on his last year trying to change shit up. You can't, bro. You got to be realistic with yourself, bro. Enjoy the ride. Be fine that they took you back because shit wasn't even supposed to go down like that. Be fine with the situation that you're in. Do not push it, bro. When you push it,
Fuck that. Nah,
end up
nah,
up the
fuck
league,
that.
bro.
Like my boy Chris Paul, bro, is trying to win, bro, and he probably seen we have a shot, even though Chris Paul, y'all didn't have a shot,
They had no
but he thought y'all they could do something special, bro. Now listen,
like what?
I get what you're trying to say though. Like even in real life, I'm a supervisor at my job, and you have to know your personnel because everyone's personality isn't the same and everyone's work ethic is very different. So I get that, right? And you learn how to navigate through these things with just being a leader. But at the end of the day, the objective is to win,
Yes,
right? And another part of being a leader is being vocal, right? And when you see something wrong, you say something.
all right.
So if
So
that's what Chris Paul did, then I don't feel sending him home is wrong. I was actually disgusted by this report because this shows me that the Clippers don't care about winning. They can't.
they
Because
don't.
if he didn't disrespect anybody, he ain't steal no money, right? He ain't betting on himself. You
Yeah,
feel me? I
under
don't see no reason why he should have been let go. This is a guy that brought the Clippers to relevancy. Before that whole Lob City ever started, it was nothing. All
100%,
right, I don't want to hear about no Baron Davis and Lamar Odom and them. Trash.
100%.
Right? When Lob City was there, it brought that excitement, and that was the only other excitement in LA besides the Lakers. All right, so now he comes back. His final year, he wants to hoop, bro. And you sent him home after he announced he retired, bro. If I was Chris Paul, I smacked the shit out of somebody in there.
You gotta look at Steve Ballmer, bro. You gotta slap that nigga first.
Like, come on, bro. Like this shit dumb. And then they told him, oh, now they want to make things right and send him to the right destination. He's where he wanted to be at. Like,
Right.
like, like, what are y'all talking about?
You know where? Then they gotta go to Charlotte, bro.
Oh God.
He want to be a coach so bad, bro. I said that
Nah,
nigga.
so he might as well he might as well hang it up. If he go to Charlotte, he's in purgatory, bro. Them young niggas don't want to hear shit, bro. The mellow ball don't want to hear
We're not
shit from
talking
Chris
shit.
Paul.
A nigga who's been in the league for 10 plus years. Mind you, all them niggas are old as fuck on the Clippers, bro. I don't even know if they have a rookie right now. Them niggas do not want to hear shit. Nigga, we're already losing. Why do I want to hear you talk, nigga? We're fucking losing games, bro. I don't need Chris Paul, one of them niggas, like he one of them niggas. Say you get a spare tires, say you get a flat or some shit. You're gonna be like, damn, bro, I know that's about to run you some money, bro. Like, what you about to do about it? Nigga, I know that already, nigga. Like, this shit went flat. You don't have to tell me.
Nah. It's more like you get the flat tire and now you're outside the road. And he's like, you know we're gonna have to fix that, right? But all right, get out, nigga, get out. But you feel me? No, I get it.
Yeah,
But I
bro.
listen. But at the end of the day, bro, and I'm not because I know how he feels, bro. I don't like seeing people be lazy and just do the bare minimum, bro. And I'm giving 100%, bro. I know how he feels, bro. I would not like that.
100%.
So I get why he probably said something. Now I want to know who was the one that went up to the front office and started snitching. You feel me? That gotta be the next leak of the story. James Harden. I'm looking at you, nigga.
Ty Lue.
Oh, Ty Lue.
My
Oh
money on
yeah, so
Ty
I
Lue.
did. Okay, so I did hear Dave was not talking for a little bit in this, the and the third. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all in a relationship. Like the way you talking about y'all wasn't talking, nigga. That's your point guard, nigga. The
Nigga got too
fuck?
much. He got too much suggestions, bro. I'm a coach, nigga. I don't want to hear your suggestions.
I but
Like,
Ty Lue, you
like,
haven't
come
been winning
on,
since you
bro.
was with Braun, nigga. Are you? Is Ty Lue a good coach? I'm calling everybody. Is Ty Lue a good coach? When
Yeah,
when last time Ty Lue won?
he's a he
LeBron?
ah
Come on now, nigga. Is Ty Lue a good
ah.
coach?
Ah. That
Come on now, we gotta ask these questions.
might be a different conversation.
I haven't seen Ty Lue win anything he said he was LeBron.
What?
2016.
I'm not even gonna do that. I'm not even gonna do that.
That, next year makes a decade since last time he won.
When was the last time you been out the second round? I mean, out the first round.
He's starting to sound like a lighter skinned Doc Rivers.
Yeah. That brown should help your career.
Ty Lue is the mixture of Darvin Ham and Doc Rivers. You get Ty Lue.
We're gonna okay. I don't want to hear like your suggestions though, bro. If you want to give me
What do
suggestions,
you mean? Like he's the
listen.
veteran point guard who's supposed to be the
Hey, bro.
extension of the coach on the floor, bro. Why would he not give suggestions, bro?
Nigga, you're the backup. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the season,
Enjoy
bro.
the ride.
Yes, after this
Nigga,
season,
he ain't at Six Flags, nigga.
nigga, he's at the crib. He did too much. He ended up at the crib. He didn't want to be at the crib. So this is his final year. He did too much. He's already at the crib. He fast forwarded his progression, bro. Enjoy the ride, nigga. Not everybody, not everybody is destined for the peaceful ending in the NBA, bro. You got signed. You're on the clip, bro. Enjoy the ride, bro. Doing too much, bro.
Listen, Chris Paul. We're gonna work some things out where you should have came here first anyway. We got some room for you. Come here. Come here, Chris Paul. I don't know why your dumbass signed with the Clippers anyway. Nigga, we was right here. Isn't Bron your man's, nigga?
It's not apparently
This
not.
wouldn't have happened on the Lakers. JJ Redick nut ass would have loved these intense debates. What the fuck? And you just have to go to the Clippers, nigga. That's where you fucked up. You you already did the Clippers stint already.
Yeah, no, yeah. Bro, he thought it was love.
You could have been winning over here, Luca and Austin Reeves and all. You could have been throwing lots to Jackson Hayes. No, you wanted to go to the geezer function. Now look at you.
The unction.
Look at you now.
uh, that's your man's though. The Chris Paul, your man's.
Well, I'm a Chris Paul fan. He's a great player. I don't have nothing against Chris Paul.
Send that nigga home.
He's one of the best point guards of all time. That's what's wrong with Chris Paul.
Nigga got sent home, bro. Honestly, Clippers, I was like, y'all are just a terrible franchise at this point, bro.
Yeah, you just don't do that to a man who just announced it's his last year, bro.
That's so embarrassing.
We're missing something from this story, bro.
Yeah.
There's no way because he voiced his opinion, you send a Hall of Famer home like that. No way.
Yeah, so it had to have been on his part then, if that's the case. Y'all niggas ain't want to come to my Halloween party. I gotta see for the Rams game. Niggas don't want to watch football now.
No, I know that made him feel a type of way. If I threw a party and two niggas show up to my shit.
Shout out Bradley Beal because he was one of the niggas that showed up, bro.
Yo, when I go to practice next day, I'm not talking to nobody.
Nah, bro, he got a suite, bro, for the Rams game. Nobody
Damn.
popped out, bro. Like a suite. Nobody wants to watch football now.
No, but he's being scapegoated though, bro. This is the same thing that happened to Jimmy Butler. Remember, he left Chicago, then he went to Minnesota. Oh, he's a locker room cancer the whole time. He's just trying to hold people accountable. When did we get to a point? I feel in life, forget the NBA for a second, in life to where no one wants to be held accountable.
It's a new era we're in, bro. Accountability is at the all-time low, you know.
I don't
But
get it.
it's also like a way you go about it though.
I thought it was I thought it was only females that wasn't holding themselves accountable. Now we got niggas doing this too.
Shit crazy, bro.
Shout out to the ladies. I'm not throwing you under the bus, but it is what it is.
Nah, it's known. It's known, bro. Listen, man. Hopefully, a team picks Chris Paul up. You know what I mean? You know, that's all I could say. I'm not in them offices, bro. But if they need you, if they want to get you out that league, bro, they gonna get you out.
I got you. I got you. So as we get more details from the story, if we do get more details, we will discuss this more. I got one final thing because I just want to hear your opinion. So we've just had a lot of names being put in these trade talks, right? A whole bunch of guards, right? You got Trey Young, LaMelo Ball, John Morant, even Giannis, right? What player do you feel is in the most need of just a, a fresh start?
Um, that's a tough one, bro. I truly feel I'll go two players. I truly feel right now at his career, Lamelo, like there's no more growth that'll come out of Charlotte. Like I feel like he needs to get to a franchise who has a good foundation, and could develop him like into the talented player that he could be. Because you've seen like what he was doing, the year he was an All Star. You know what I mean? Like almost carrying Charlotte to a eighth seed, and things of that nature. I feel like he's definitely talented. He could be one of the best point guards in the NBA, with the right foundation, with the right players around him. So he's one of the guys. And then yeah, Giannis, but I doubt he'd want it. Let me change my opinion. Stephen Curry, bro. Stephen Curry is one of them guys. I feel like it's not gonna happen, but he's also a guy who needs that change of scenery. Uh, the Golden State Warriors is just I feel like they could just piece things together and not have answers for anybody, and they let shit slide. Like a bunch of mysterious shit's been going on within the Golden State organization that doesn't get talked about, doesn't get highlighted, and it's like what's going on with the franchise that we thought y'all was, a while back. We got Jonathan Kaminga getting DMPs. He's fully healthy. It's confusing, bro. You got Brandon Przemski. Why is he getting playing time? I keep seeing Pat Spencer on my feed. Is Pat? Is
Who?
You almost got me. I keep seeing Pat Spencer on my feed. Yes, Pat
Spencer from iCarly?
Spencer Shea. Yeah, I keep seeing him on my feed. I'm questioning: is he like the next star coming out of Golden State? I look at the box score; it's just him putting up 16 points. So we're glorifying just these role players. You know what I mean? Like they have a lot going on. Steve Kerr, I've been proclaimed Steve Kerr is not the coach that people have him out to be. I don't think he's, um, that good of a coach, in my opinion. And just the way the organization is just run, I don't see anything coming out of that for Steph to be wasting his production like this. So if there's any guy who I'd really want to see out of their situation right now and who could best suit a different market, maybe Steph Curry. Is that likely to happen? Probably not, because he's probably going to retire, but I feel like he's definitely one of those guys as well.
Well, here's my thing, and we'll end it just talking a little bit about Golden State. Who's like the development coach? I don't. Besides when they had Jordan Poole, right? These other dudes, I don't. They're not getting better to me, right? You talk about Jonathan Kaminga. You talk about Moses Moody. Right? You talk about a Quentin Post, a Trace Jackson Davis, right? When have you watched them like, yo, he's been progress like he's worked on the games all season. He's who? I don't see it. And did that fall on Steve Kerr? I don't know, right? But well, side story, I thought Mark Jackson should never been fired anyway. He was scapegoated out of the NBA, but that's another story for another day. So I mean, I won't say Steve Kerr is a bad coach. He is a multiple time champion. Yeah, we can say because they had Steph Curry and all that, but you gotta give him some credit,
Mhm.
right? But right now, I'm also gonna point the finger at Draymond Green because did I hear something that said he did not? He told them to not trade for Lloyd Marketing.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Is he out of his damn mind?
Nigga acting like he about to put up points or some shit.
Yeah, like you can't score like Lloyd Marketing yourself.
Uh,
What you thought he about to take your job? Like what the hell's going on, Draymond? And you was a Hall of Famer. I respect your career because people forget when he first came into the league, the first three years, he could score the ball.
yeah.
So people forget that and wash that away and make it like his last 3 seasons was his whole career. But I don't think that was a smart move. And it's all because they didn't want to put Pajemski in the trade.
Get that nigga, yeah.
Come on, man. Like there's just certain things like Draymond, you're not the GM. Stay out of that office, bro. Like, don't just keep your opinions to the Draymond Green show. And I guess your boxing coach
Yeah.
after what you did to Jordan Poole. But and then Steph Curry, he just can't do it by himself. He's going to need help because right now, who is the second best player on Golden State?
It's Jimmy Butler, but I don't.
Okay, my fault. I definitely forgot about Jimmy Butler
That's how
for a
that's
second.
how it is, bro. You're not even playing.
Jimmy Butler. How old is Jimmy Butler?
I'd like to say probably,
What, 34, 35?
yeah, somewhere around there.
He has to step up. Like he has to turn into that Miami Jimmy Butler. I don't know if he could still do that. Some people just could be good last season and not good anymore.
Mhm.
So I'm not, and I don't not saying that's happened to him, but this is a man that took some of these Miami Heat roster to the final. You now have Steph and Draymond by your side. I don't know what's not adding up here. Like
Western Conference is a different dog, bro.
no, but I'm not saying they should be the number one seed, right?
Uh,
I get the Western Conference is what it is, but they should be better than what they are. They're under 500.
mhm.
You feel me? And if you have a Jimmy Butler and a Steph Curry and a Draymond Green, you should be over 500. Unless it's and I don't. Now Steph's not washed, but are we saying Draymond and Jimmy's cooked?
Cooked is such a strong word. I just don't think they're as intense on the basketball court. Like they can't sustain that type of intensity for a long amount of time. Like that type of shit takes a toll on you. You know what I mean? Um,
I get it. I get it.
Even when Steph went out in the playoffs last year, and they went against Minnesota in that second round. Like, yeah, they had a good game one, but after that, the flame like blew out. You know what I mean? Um, they're just not the personnel that they got there, the players, the everything right now is just it's not heading in the right direction.
Yeah, it's tough. I do think they'll at least be in the play in. I would be shocked if they at least don't make that. And I guess this is off season, right? And it's still so early to even say this, but you gotta look to where how can you reconstruct, right? They did it a couple years ago. When they brought in Andrew Wiggins and stuff like that after Stephen Curry had went down. But they just gotta figure it out. I don't know if they try to make a trade,
Tank,
right?
tank,
I think Stephen Curry's too much of a competitor to do that.
get
All,
AD,
th-
tanking.
all three of them, I don't just see them agreeing to tank.
I mean, that's illegal as fuck to agree on it, but
Now I will say this: Stephen Curry better start talking Greek, like, and better learn,
yeah,
like, and to try to get Giannis over there
still not.
because, but what?
If it's them two, like who else would be on the team?
If you have Stephen Curry and Giannis, you have a shot.
I was gonna say some outlandish shit, but I'm just gonna leave it be.
No, listen, because they both require 4 eyes on them at all times.
Yes, but there's five people on the basketball court, not two, dude.
Nigga, we know that, but I'm saying if you have them on the court, they're going to require so much attention. This is when these other dudes gonna get open looks. They're gonna have to produce. Now let's go back to when I said, "Are these people getting any better?" But that literally would open up the whole court for them. Besides, I wouldn't know what to do after that. Then you just gotta blow it up if that's the case. But if you do get a Giannis Antetokounmpo, you have him and Steph. These other dudes then gotta step up. But I've seen Moses Moody have a good game. I've seen a Jonathan Kaminga have a good game. I've seen a well, I haven't seen Quinn Post really have a great game, but I've seen some of these other dudes have good performances. So it's not like they're incapable.
What about
I'm not sure who.
Pat Spencer?
And so that's gonna do it for this episode of Its Debatable NBA Edition.
Stop playing. Stop playing with Pat Spencer, bro. Dead ass.
So I appreciate Faith for coming on the platform. I really appreciate it, man. It's a great conversation. We got to talk about some things that we need to talk to on this platform. Um, Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on the video. Follow me at Justin Jones on Facebook for details and development. All other social media platforms at It's Debatable double underscore. Don't forget, if you see a guy like Fabian on your lawn, man, call the police.
Fuck. Hey, fuck that nigga sub, man. We out.